Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi if you're new, and welcome to a chilled weekend reading vlog where I'm just going to read whatever I feel like. So I tried to do a bit of a reading vlog earlier this week, and there is a video that's actually, while I'm filming this, it's going up in about 2 hours time, but for you it's going to have gone up last week. And in this video I tried to have like 3 evenings where I just read as much as I wanted to. I was going to have 3 long evenings at home and nothing went to plan. So I did a bit of reading, but not as much as I wanted to. So I am determined this weekend we are going to get some reading done. So I closed the office early today. I have emptied the inbox. I have done prep for next week. Everyone has got all the vehicles ready for the weekend. I have kicked ass today, so I can actually chill out for a few hours this evening and just get some reading done. So I've so many books I'm either halfway through or just really excited to read. So that is my plan. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to go up, have a bath and hair wash, get into my leggings, and then I might even cook dinner early so that I can just chill for the longest length of time this afternoon possible. So I will catch up with you a little bit later. Hey, so I have just finished my reread of the Atlas 6. Isn't that nice, sweetheart? We're doing it tickles. And I loved it. I preferred it the second time round. I'm bumping this from a 4 to a 5 star. I loved it. It was so good. I forgot the ending completely. There was more to it than I remembered. And yeah, the reread was definitely worth it. And now I just want to jump straight to the Atlas Paradox. But I'm not going to. We're going to focus on library books for a while, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to focus on library books and ear tickles, it seems. So, next book, I've only read the first chapter or two, and that is The Map Makers by Tamsin Merchant. So this is the sequel to The Hat Makers that I read last year and absolutely loved. So it's quite a chunky book, so I very much doubt I'm going to finish it tonight, but I am at least going to start this. This is an awesome middle grade. Well, The Hat Makers was. Hopefully this will be just as good. Where we join Cordelia Hatmaker, who, believe it or not, comes from a family of hat makers. And the different families that make different things. There's a lot of magic in this world. She's making some awesome friends. Her family are great. But she's on a quest now to find, I don't want to spoil it. I'm sure it was a feature of the last one, I think it said, but I can't promise. She's on a quest to find a family member, put it that way, that people thought was dead, but she's got reason to believe that they're not. So she's just about to set out now to go and find them. So yeah, so I'm going to dive back into this, and we're going to have cuddles and ear tickles, watch a film, read a good book, and have a nice evening. So it's quite a bit later now, but I have made quite a dent on The Map Makers. I've just finished chapter 17 and I'm really enjoying it, and the adventure is kicking off now for Cordelia, so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this tomorrow, but I am getting a bit too tired to continue reading tonight. But yeah, I'm really pleased. So tonight I finished the Atlas 6 and I've got a third of the way through The Map Makers, so that is exactly what I was hoping for this evening, just to chill out, watch a film, Duke on my lap, get some good reading done. When I say watch a film, I put on films for Duke. If you follow my channel, you know he tends to watch cartoons. But yeah, I should be heading out to bed shortly. I will catch up with you tomorrow with a further reading update. Hey, so it's just gone 5 on Saturday evening and I'm home. I had a brilliant day out with my parents. I really did. And I added to the haul that you might have seen on Tuesday, because this video is going up after that. But I got so many books today and I am so pleased with what I got. I just want to start reading most of them now. It's really, really good. So this evening I am going to start off continuing with The Map Makers. I don't know if I'm just going to sit and binge this and try and finish it, or if I'm just going to read a little bit of this and then start something new. I don't know. First of all, I need to get dinner on the go. But then yeah, get some reading done. So I listened to a little bit more of Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies last night in bed, and I think I've only got about an hour and a half or something left of that. I still don't quite get the hype. It's fine, but for me it's just not. We're probably looking at maybe a 2.5, 3 out of 5 star, which again is not bad, but it's just that was a 5-star anticipated, so I always find that a little bit frustrating. The map makers though, I am really loving, so I'm going to cuddle up on the sofa with Duke and I'm going to continue reading tonight. Hey, so it's 8:30 now and I have been continuing with the map makers. I've only got about 60 pages left, but I'm really tired and I'm getting to the stage I'm reading a sentence a few times because I'm just like, what did I just read? So I'm going to call it a night now, but I am loving this. We are full on drama. This is so fast paced. I love the characters. I'm loving the relationships that are building between all the children. It is really good. So I'm gutted that I'm not awake enough to finish this tonight, but I think I'm definitely going to finish this tomorrow. And then the question is, what do I read after that? We shall see. But I will love you and leave you for this evening, and I will catch up with you in a matter of seconds for you. But for me, it'll be tomorrow. So, it's about 9:45 on Sunday. I'm just about to go and get the food shop. They open at 10. Just want to get enough food to keep us going till about Thursday. I've had a really productive morning. I've filmed, edited, uploaded and scheduled a video, done a load of washing, and I've started planning next week, which is going to be a challenge. Because if I do everything that I want to do, I'm going to be out of the office for 2.5 out of the 5 days. Because I wouldn't mind picking up a couple of the medical shifts and things that are going on, plus there's some appointments and stuff. So it's doable, but it's going to mean I'm going to have to get a little bit of work done evenings, mornings and stuff. So I might be getting up at 5 again for a while, which is fine. But I'm thinking I might give myself a head start on tomorrow's work when I get back. I didn't want to do work this weekend. I wanted to have Sunday just chilling. It's bad enough I've got to go food shopping. But I've got just over an hour of Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies to listen to. So I might make that my work cut off, and whatever work I can get done in that time while I listen to the audiobook, I will. So I'm happy with that. I've got about another 35 pages of the map makers to read. I've read a little bit more of that this morning. We are in the ending scenes now, and it is so good. It is such a brilliant middle grade. So I would like to finish that this afternoon. So my plan: go get a food shop, come home, unpack it, get my leggings on, signifying not leaving the house again, get some work done, finish the Encyclopedia of Fairies, finish the map makers, and take it from there. Hey, so it's now 11 o'clock. All the shopping's done. It's all put away. I'm about to set up at the computer and get some work done while I try and finish Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. So, hopefully next time you speak to me, I'll have got some work done and I'll have finished the book. So I have just finished Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and it was fine. It was fine. I'm pleased I read it. The plot was fine. Characters didn't really gel with, and I think that's what's brought it down for me a little bit. So yeah, middle of the road, 3 out of 5, it was fine. I've got a few things done for tomorrow's to-do list, which is great, and I'm about to sit and finish the map makers. So I shall catch up with you when I finish that. I have just finished the map makers, and I really enjoyed this. This is a definite 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was just as good as the first book. It was really fast-paced. I love the characters. I love the relationships between them, all the friendships that were building. It was really quite exciting. Would definitely recommend this series. So I'm about now to go and find something to eat and then pick another book. So I'm about to start Wayward by Amelia Hart. This says, Kate, 2019. Kate flees London, abandoning everything for Cumbria and Wayward Cottage, inherited from her great aunt. There, a secret lurks in the bones of the house, hidden ever since the witch hunts of the 17th century. Violet, 1942. Violet is more interested in collecting insects and climbing trees than in becoming a proper young lady, until a chain of shocking events changes her life forever. Altha. 1619. Altha is on trial for witchcraft, accused of killing a local man. Known for her uncanny connection with nature and animals, she is a threat that must be eliminated. But wayward women belong to the wild, and they cannot be tamed. Weaving together the stories of 3 women across 5 centuries, Wayward is an enthralling novel of female resilience and the transformative power of the natural world. It sounds great. I think it's going to be good. So I am about to dive into this. So I'm a few chapters into Wayward and I am enjoying this so far. So I am going to continue with this later today, but I think we're going to watch a couple of films. I downloaded the DC League of Super Pets, I think it is. I think that's what it's called. That's just hit Sky Cinema and Duke loves watching films and I think he's going to enjoy that. So I'm going to let him watch that. And then I downloaded Where the Crawdads Sing because I quite fancy that. Yes, okay, you can judge me. I download films for the dog to watch as much as I do for myself. But I quite fancy just watching a couple of films. And then I'll probably pick this up again later. So we're going to do that next and I'll cook dinner maybe in an hour or so. But I am enjoying this so far. I am a few chapters in. I've kind of read a chapter of every single person. So we joined Kate in 2019 and she basically appears to be fleeing a domestic abuse situation. So if that's a trigger to you, that's what I've kind of taken from the situation so far. So maybe just check up on the trigger warnings for this book if you can. Then we've joined Violet in 1942, who hasn't got the closest relationship with her father, shall we say. The mother's passed away. She's not being told any information about her mum and she wants to know more. But it appears that she's herself, Violet, is being kept away from the village for being just a bit strange because she talks to animals, talks to insects, and I think it's freaking the family out a little bit. But it appears that there's a link there to the mother. And then we've joined, is it Altha? It's A-L-T-H-A. I'm saying that as Altha. That's how I'm reading it. Who's basically on trial for witchcraft. So we've sort of joined her at the moment where she's been picked up from her prison and being taken to the castle where she's going to have the trial. So that's about as far as I've got so far. I'm only a few chapters in, but I'm enjoying it and I am going to continue this later today. However, because I'm about to watch a couple of films, and then I'm only going to continue with that book, I think, tonight, I am going to end the vlog here. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been really quite good reading-wise. It was lovely finishing the Atlas 6. That, as I mentioned, I forgot how much I love that book, and I have upped my rating because it was just better than I remember it being. So I'm so tempted to just pick up the Atlas Paradox over the next week or two. What did I read after that? The Map Makers. So I read that from start to finish during this vlog. That was brilliant. 4.5 out of 5 stars. That was a brilliant sequel to The Hat Makers. Then I finished Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, didn't I? Yeah, I mean 3 out of 5 is not bad. It's disappointing when it was a 5-star anticipated read, but I am still pleased that I read it. It was very strange. I've not read a book like it, I will say. So on that basis, it was definitely worth a read. And then obviously I'm starting Wayward. So finally, we have a vlog where I set out to read and I've actually been able to, and it's been really good. So if you made it to the end of the video, leave me, do you know what, any emoji that symbolises your mood, that would be great. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye.